at the vocabulary of Hebrews, and we took the top 9 words, as far as top 9 in the sense of how often words are used. In the book of Hebrews, what would someone suggest might be the word that is most often used? For those that were here Wednesday, don't speak up. But if you were going to say, well, I think this probably is a word that's used more than any other word in the book of Hebrews, what would you suppose that word might be? Okay, Paul said that those men that were with him heard a voice, but they didn't understand it. And I can hear voices, but I can't understand them because they're kind of low. So what word? Better, faith. Anybody else? Okay, it's got both ends of the spectrum. The word that is most often used in the book of Hebrews is faith or faithful. Which chapter in the book of Hebrews would we find the word faith more than any other chapter? Hebrews chapter 11. And the word better is also used very often. We have a better covenant established upon better promises, and that really is a key thought through the book. Better, that's really a supporting thought, and that term is actually used. It was number 9 on our list. But the idea of the book of Hebrews is an encouragement of faithfulness to Christ and the gospel to those Hebrew Christians, not to return back to Judaism. And the way that was stated and set forth is the superiority of Jesus Christ and the gospel to all things that pertain to the old law. Jesus is superior to the angels. Jesus is superior to Moses. Moses was a faithful servant. Jesus was a faithful son. The high priesthood of Jesus was far superior to the high priesthood. Is this cutting in and out, or is it just me? The sacrifice of Jesus, far superior. The priests, who are the priests under the new covenant, the new law? Well, Christians are the priests. Jesus is the high priest. All of these things are demonstrated in the book. And so we covered those things Wednesday night with the vocabulary of Hebrews. And so this morning we are going to pick up with the next book in the New Testament. The general theme for this quarter is the New Testament book by book. Let me say this before we have a prayer and get into our study this morning. Just by way of explanation with what our next quarter is going to be and the reasons why. And this was discussed earlier in the year, but we didn't move forward with it. Sunday mornings beginning in July, from the 4th grade up, will be in the auditorium on Sunday and Wednesday. And we will be studying the Back to the Bible studies. And Back to the Bible there are 3 studies that would be used one-on-one. If I'm sitting in your home studying the Bible with you, you're not a member of the church, Christian, okay, I would be studying with you through lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. The goal, of course, being teaching you the truth, convicting you of sin, baptizing you into Christ for the remission of sins. That's what we'll be doing on Sunday morning. It will accomplish multiple things, not the least of which is to teach us how